Today we're diving into a medical puzzle that seems to completely defy logic: hepatorenal syndrome. It's a condition where a perfectly healthy, undamaged organ can just suddenly fail.
So let's just start with that central question. How is it even possible for an organ to go into total failure when there's nothing physically wrong with it? I mean, it sounds impossible, right? But for patients with this syndrome, it's a very dangerous reality.
And here's the core paradox, the thing that makes this so confusing. On one hand, you've got all the classic lab results screaming, kidney failure, creatinine levels are shooting up, function is tanking. But then, on the other hand, when doctors actually look at the kidney, there's nothing wrong. No damage, no disease. It looks like a perfectly healthy organ that's just decided to stop working.
So yeah, it's a true medical contradiction. And to figure out the cause, we've got to understand why this is happening in the first place.
See, this isn't a typical disease where the tissue itself is damaged. It's a functional problem. You can think of it like this. The hardware, the kidney itself, is perfectly fine. The problem is with the software. It's getting the wrong signals from the body, and that's causing a total system crash.
So, what do we actually call this condition? Let's take a look at the official definition.
It's called Hepatorenal Syndrome, or HRS. And that key phrase right there, functional kidney disease, tells you everything. The problem is with how it's operating, not its actual structure. And that other term, pre-renal failure, well, that gives us a massive clue. The problem is happening before blood even gets to the kidneys.
And this is what makes diagnosing it so incredibly difficult. Normally, when doctors see signs of pre-renal failure, their first move is to give the patient fluids to try and boost blood flow. But with HRS, that does absolutely nothing. The kidneys just stay unresponsive. So you've got this patient with failing kidneys that don't respond to the standard treatment and show no physical damage. It is a complete and utter puzzle.
So if the kidneys aren't the problem, what is? Well, we're about to find the real culprit, the one that kicks off this whole devastating domino effect. It turns out this isn't really a kidney story at all. The entire cascade of failure actually begins somewhere else entirely, in the abdomen. The kidneys are just the final unfortunate victim. Okay, so here's exactly how the dominoes fall. It all starts with something called splanchnic vasodilation, which is a very fancy way of saying the blood vessels in the gut suddenly get really, really wide. This causes a huge, dangerous drop in blood pressure. The body, of course, panics. It tries to compensate by clamping down on blood vessels somewhere else to get that pressure back up. And the organ it chooses to squeeze is the kidney.
So, in a desperate attempt to fix low blood pressure in one part of the body creates a brand new, fatal problem somewhere else. It constricts the blood vessels inside the kidneys so tightly that it basically starves them of blood. The kidneys aren't broken. They're being actively shut down by the body's own defense mechanism.
So if we understand what's causing it, how do we possibly fix it? That brings us to the treatment strategy.
The approach here has to be really logical. You can't just treat the kidneys, because remember, they're not the source of the problem. So first, you have to manage the immediate danger, the failing kidneys, and then you have to go after the root cause that started this whole mess.
So treatment is really a two-step process. First, as a bridge to a cure, doctors use vasoconstrictor drugs to counteract that widening of the blood vessels in the abdomen. This helps get blood flowing back to the kidneys. But that's just a temporary fix. The only definitive cure is a transplant, because the organ that was actually failing all along was the liver. The entire kidney problem was just a symptom of severe liver disease.
So the biggest takeaway here is pretty profound. The location of the symptom isn't always the source of the disease. To save the kidneys in hepatorenal syndrome, you have to look beyond them entirely. It's just an amazing reminder of how deeply interconnected our bodies really are.
And that leaves us with one final thought. We tend to think of disease as something breaking down, a damaged heart, an infected lung. But what does it mean when a perfectly healthy organ can be forced to fail by the system itself? It really challenges our basic definitions and forces us to look not just at individual parts, but at the entire system as a whole.